Hey everyone, I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. Anyways, like the videos, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to join the tribe. So, the main thing I heard so far is an explanation is coming. Please tell me I'll be able to talk in this one. I'm just saying, like, holy crap. So, someone wants to explain a situation, or even if it's not a person, information's coming. So what was originally unexplainable will become clear to somebody, because they almost feel like, what does all this mean, or what is this about, why did this happen, whether it's between you and another person or just in this situation, because there's a lot of strange and unusual things going on is what I want to say. It's all gonna make sense basically. So let's see what's going on. What's going on for the collective, please? I keep thinking about a reading that I did a couple nights ago or a couple days ago. It's still uploading. I might have to stop it and restart it, but it felt so slow. And that's what I'm being drawn back to, is it felt so slow, like the information was taking forever to come out kind of thing, and that's an explanation is coming. So that kind of fits with this energy. But some weird stuff was popping up in there, and I did find answers to some of the messages, but I still don't know what it means, you know what I mean? So it's like, why am I drawn to this certain subject or these certain things? Like, what's the significance of it? Some of you might be questioning something like, why was this so significant? Why is this important? What does it all mean? Well, I feel like the answers to that are coming. No need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. You are a powerful mofo. Your intuition might be very strong and confusing at the same time, depending on what this is pertaining to. So it's like, if you do get visions and insights and stuff, don't fear the information that's coming forward, whether whether it's to prepare you for a future event or to warn you or whatever. It's like, these messages aren't meant to scare anyone kind of thing. But sometimes stuff that comes through can be like, what? That's weird. What is this about? So it could be something like that going on for someone. I'm very drawn to love, but what I'm talking about doesn't pertain to love. So your focus might be elsewhere right now, and it might just be creeping up on you. You know what I mean? Just don't fear this, whatever it is. Well, social media is significant here. And friends, or a friend connection, maybe starting off as friends. Passion ignited, that's what's standing out right this second with this. I keep wanting to talk about that prior reading. Like, I want to change the subject. So I don't know if that's happening or going to happen with this person. Like, anything but love. We'll talk about anything but love. I don't want to talk about my feelings. I don't want to talk about the connection or anything. I just want to talk about something else. It doesn't matter what it is. But I feel like there's something specific, because I specifically want to talk about that prior reading that I keep being drawn back to. Maybe somebody wants to talk about a reading that they received, whether it was from you or it came up somewhere, and it's like, I want to talk to you about this. They might want to talk to you through social media about whatever this is, and maybe you don't want to talk about it, or this other person doesn't want to talk about it. Someone doesn't. I'm avoiding a subject, and it pertains to love. Fireworks could be significant, so 4th of July, or just a celebration. I'm getting nervous again. Every time I do a reading, so it's the same nervous energy is in these readings, even if it's just one person, because it hits me out of nowhere. Someone might just be too nervous to talk about love or to talk about whatever this is, so it's like, I'm going to avoid it. It's really what it feels like. There's some type of information online that is triggering somebody, and it might be triggering them to speak to you versus avoid you, because like I don't feel like you're dealing with this person right now. I'm really nervous. Oh my gosh. I just feel like the topic of love and feelings makes somebody nervous. They just could be nervous around you, period, for whatever reason. There's a million and one reasons. There is something to do with someone's intuition in here, though. Maybe you're sensing this coming. Yeah, intense feelings and passion ignited. Someone's got the feels for you and they're avoiding it. I want to leave those ones out. So someone is strongly feeling a connection. Yep. And they don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to move forward with this. Because it makes them nervous. Give me one of these. It's almost like they're intimidated. They might be intimidated by you, but even if they're not, this intensity, these feelings, it feels intimidating. Like uncharted territory, pretty much. So it's a strong connection between you and someone. And I want to like type something out, so I feel like I'm typing. I don't know what we're talking about here, but I'm typing something out. So it could be an email, a message, or someone's logging information, just like almost like key points. You know, okay, I gotta talk about this, I gotta talk about that, because I almost feel like there's so much information that I don't know really where to begin. So I gotta organize my thoughts. It doesn't feel like a project or anything. So this isn't you like taking notes so you know what to say or how to organize a book or whatever. You know, this feels like somebody's organizing their thoughts. Like, okay, this came up, that came up. Here's this sign, here's that sign. You said this, they said that. These are all the key points I want to cover. I just don't. I don't want to forget. I don't know. Someone's been adding up information for a while, and it probably doesn't make much sense to them right now, but it feels like it's starting to, because it wouldn't even seem significant to you or this person if okay, in order for somebody to do that, it would have to be significant. That's what I'm trying to say. We have friendship here, and that card's kind of here twice, because with campfire, I always think of friendship. So this could be like friends turning to more, or there's like a passion ignited between friends, and it could be a common interest as well. You know, like you both have a certain driving force, like I want to do this with you kind of thing, even if it's not love related. But I do feel love in here, so it's almost like I don't know if I could be around you, work together with you, because I really friggin' like you and it makes me nervous. Like you're gonna know if I'm around kind of thing. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. I mean, friends first is always great. It's a beautiful foundation, but someone's even too nervous to build on a friendship. And it's nothing that you're doing intentionally or even consciously around this person. It's just their own feelings. And a lot of times we project how we feel onto other people and kind of blame them, like, oh, you're too intense. But you're probably not. They're just feeling that way because this is different. They're not used to the feelings that they have. Okay. I don't know, I feel like the passion has ignited within this person for you, or vice versa. Like the passion is ignited within someone for another person. But I also feel like a sense of inspiration. Like, oh, I want, like, ooh, I want to do this, whatever it is. It might not be just pertaining to relationships. Like, oh my gosh, this would be so exciting. It'd be so fulfilling. This is what I want to do. I'm like bullet points. I don't know. Someone might be compiling a list of things to present to another person to be like, look, this is why we should do this together. I'm in, you know, that kind of thing. Someone's very driven. And I keep getting drawn back to that damn reading. And there's only a specific part of that reading that keeps popping in my head. So I don't know if, okay, it's like two minds are better than one is what I'm thinking here. Because with what I'm being drawn back to, to me, it's appearing to be political. It didn't seem that way in the reading, but when I did research, because I'm like, what does this mean? What is that? So I kind of fell down the rabbit hole with certain things that I was saying, because I never heard of this stuff. Like, I'm not into geography, or I don't really know. I don't know as much as I should when it comes to world events, the world, and different countries and what have you. And I know that a lot of other people are just as ignorant as I am. But when something's brought to my attention and it seems important to me, I look into it, I look it up. So I'm not opposed to learning. It's just sometimes we don't always know that we need to know certain things. So, ignorance can be bliss. But I was drawn to the word Baltic came up, fog, and like foggy, cloudy, misty, whatever. And what was the other thing? Because the first thing that popped in my head with Baltic was the Baltic Sea, and I'm just like, well, what the hell does that have to do with anything? The fog was in there, and there was the North Star. I mentioned that because the image I saw was similar to like a star, and I associate it with ISIS, but that's just because that's what I associate it with. Doesn't mean that that's the correct interpretation. So I'm doing a little bit of research, and I was drawn to this one video about the Baltic states, and of course they were talking about how Russia's always wanted to take them over and they're independent, blah blah, all that stuff. And this video was like 3 years old, but it wasn't the politics itself that was significant to me that stood out. First of all, I saw the NATO flag, which is that compass star, and it's blue, and the color blue is also significant. So there's something in that region, is what I want to say, that's significant, and it might have to do with some type of world war. I don't know if it's like upcoming, if there's a fear of that or what have you, but it feels very political. And also, I was also drawn to look up what the climate is over there, like what the weather is. And they do have a lot of cloudy days, and fog and stuff is it happens a lot. But back in 2023, it actually made national news because this fog rolled in over the Baltic Sea region or whatever, so suddenly. And I didn't know anything about that. I really didn't. I just read the article when I was looking into it. And I'm like, okay, something significant about that area. And the reading prior, I had picked up on the World War Remembrance, Day of Remembrance for April 25th in Australia, which I didn't know that's what I picked up on until someone sent me a comment that I looked into it, and I'm like, holy shit. So there's something significant to do with World War or clashing energies, basically. And what I'm getting at with saying that is I'm not well versed in that stuff, but I intuitively pick up on this shit. And it's almost like two people who not just have differing views, because I don't feel it that way, who are knowledgeable in different areas coming together. Like, oh, this would be a good idea because I can help clarify what you're picking up on. Or that's just an example, because it could be anything. It doesn't even have to be spiritually based or intuitively or anything. It's just the example that keeps coming to me. That's why that reading just keeps popping in my head in this moment. It's like seeing an opportunity and being fearful of seizing it is kind of what this feels like right this second. But it's like you being passionate in one area and then being passionate in another, and when your minds collide, it's just like you're an unstoppable force. There's no need to fear this. Remember how powerful you are. Not just you, but this other person needs to remember and know just how powerful they are. I also want to say Vikings are significant here, so I don't know if it's just the interest in Vikings, history, things like that. History is definitely important. It just keeps popping up in many areas, but it's kind of in that Nordic region. But I'm not sure why. Taking a chance, risk and options, not showing hand, gambling, poker face. Yeah, someone's pretending like this doesn't feel significant to them, that they're not paying attention, they're not drawn to you, what have you, and they are. I don't know, there's some thoughts just twirling around in someone's mind, like, yeah, maybe I should look into this, speak to you, something. I just heard in my head, don't worry about love. So if somebody's nervous because of feelings or because of somebody else's feelings, like whoever this person is might want to come towards you, and maybe you had strong feelings towards them at one point and they're nervous, like I don't want to I don't want to have to talk about that, deal with that, whatever, so it's just better to let it fly, but I really want to talk to you about blah blah whatever. Spirit saying don't worry about the feeling aspect of this when it comes to how somebody else feels or how you feel, because that will all unfold naturally if it's meant to. Phoenix, new phases and rekindles. Yeah, somebody wants to come forward that you've already talked to, dealt with once upon a time. They've changed their mind. They want, I don't know, I feel like I've thought a lot about this and it makes sense and I kind of want to do this. I want to work on whatever this is. But it doesn't feel romantic. It almost feels like a business partnership or a friendship collaboration of some kind. Like I said, if there's love in here, and I do feel it in here, but it's not prominent because we're not looking at that. It's like, okay, the feelings are there. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this because this is most important right now. It's significant today, kind of thing. That's what that feels like. I just don't want the topic to come up. So whoever this is does not want to talk about love. They do not want to talk about feelings. They do not want to talk about you, them and whoever, you and whoever. They don't want to, like, that subject is off the table. That's how this feels. It's like if we could just totally remove that from the equation, this would work. This would be cool. This would be good. I would enjoy this. You would enjoy this. You know, whatever. Like we could be friends kind of thing. So that's where someone's reservations are. Is they just want to keep it platonic. And there's nothing wrong with that. Would it work that way? Could it work that way? I want to say yes. There's like a sudden epiphany here. But this is like strict friend zone energy. But it doesn't feel like anyone's feelings are going to be hurt by that or are hurt because of that. Whoever this is, you're supposed to connect with them for a reason, and it's beyond romance. It's beyond you two kind of thing. It's like two minds are better than one. Great minds think alike. That kind of thing. There's a significance here between you and this person beyond love, is what I want to say. And they want to talk to you. They just really don't know how. They are hiding their feelings. Because we have Mask and Cupid's arrow. So yeah, someone is keeping their feelings hidden, but you know what? We can do that for a lifetime if we choose to. So this isn't about romantic feelings. This is about more than that. And this person might hide their feelings forever. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know about the love, but I do know about the friendship. That's what I want to say for this. So it's a significant partnership without the romance and all that shit. There is passion in here though. And that could be where a lot of the nervous energy is, where it's like, yeah, but, you know, what if I take this leap, we start talking or whatever, and then it spikes up again, and then it's like, someone's really worried about that. Oh, give me one of these. It's almost like I don't want feelings to get involved and ruin a friendship and ruin this. Because if I get invested and I'm really into doing, like, working together with you or being around you or whatever, I don't want it to get screwed up because feelings got in the way. I mean, that could have already happened, but it just complicates shit is what it feels like. And I don't want to complicate any of this. Harbor of Peace. Right track. Well, whoever was on the wrong track wants to, you know, turn their ass around, and they pulled the lever on the train track. Now they're going the right way. harbor of peace. Find serene refuge in the peaceful embrace of a gentle harbor, allowing tranquility to still your waters. Yeah, somebody's fears, that's what's stopping them. They're worried about future outcomes when they should just be focused on the moment. Like, okay, this is how it is, and you know, if things don't work out, they don't work out. Somebody might have abandonment issues or fear of loss. Like, if I invest into someone or something, I don't want to get screwed up by blah blah whatever, especially if it's work related. If I put the work in, if I'm part of this, I don't want it to go south. Don't fear stuff like that. You know, sometimes you just got to rely on faith, and just see what happens. So whatever this is will naturally unfold in the way that it's supposed to, no matter what that means. I just don't want to miss this opportunity. I don't feel like this person fears that they already missed an opportunity with you. I feel like they're just the sudden epiphany, like, this is a good opportunity. Like, I want to do this, but now what? Because something got fucked up along the line, down the line here. This is a good opportunity, but damn it. How do I recover from this? Well, we do have that Phoenix energy, so positive change can come out of this situation. There's probably been a lot of growth as well on your part and on this person's part. This person's going over shit. It seems very significant to them. Like, I just see the potential. That's what I feel here. Excuse me. Something to do with kind. I don't know if it's like you're one of a kind, this is a one of a kind opportunity, or kindness. Show some kindness. A little kindness goes a long way, just saying. I'm not sure what kind. Who's that? It's a fishing pole. There could be something significant to do with fishing here as well. Feels like a level of temptation. And what's weird is I'm feeling it like, I don't want you to try to tempt me into this or that, or changing my mind or whatever. But no one can truly tempt us into anything unless we want it. We have to want whatever we're being tempted by at least a little bit to even consider it, because if you don't want it, you're not going to be tempted. You're going to be like, oh, I don't want that. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, there's something going on within this person that they're hiding, that they're keeping to themselves because they don't want to admit it, or they're not looking at it that way. And it's like putting it all on the other person. Like, for example, say it's between a man and a woman or whatever, like two people, doesn't matter your gender, but you dress in sweatshirt and fucking leggings or sweatpants or whatever. You dress like for comfort on the regular, and this person has feelings for you, so you decide to wear a dress because it's a sunny fucking day, you know, or I don't know, you just want to look pretty, or you dress in a different way that could be seen as being seductive. And this person's only looking at you that way because they're drawn to you. You're not doing it for them. It's just you're wearing what you choose to wear, but they're looking at it as though you're trying to tempt me. But that's just their own perception of you, of the situation. Because like I said, you can't be tempted by something you don't want. Yeah, this person needs to come to grips with their own feelings, basically. So, I mean, it really wouldn't be the best idea to go into love land with whoever this is, because they're not even ready to face their own desires, fantasies, wants, needs, whatevers. They have some work to do on themselves. But there is a significant friendship here. It could pertain to a collaboration, like I said, where you two would just work really well together, or just being in this person's life or them being in yours will be beneficial for them, because it might open their eyes to the things that they need to see within themselves, within their own situation as well. There's something about somebody's kindness, because I just heard you're just so nice. So I don't know why I'm hearing that exactly. Like if it's a bad thing or not, you know? It might be a quote-unquote bad thing, because I feel like you're just so nice and I'm not. But that's an insecurity on somebody else's part. Yeah, they might not have treated you the best. That could be where some of this fear is coming in as well. They just didn't understand what was going on, is what I want to say. Guidance. Well, you could be that friend that helps guide this person. This person's being guided to speak to you. Like, they're drawn to you for a reason, and it might not even pertain to love. That could just be the catalyst that makes them keep looking. You know what I mean? Where it's like, why am I so drawn to you? I'm questioning things because I don't have these feelings, blah, blah, whatever. But Spirit has us want to be around specific people, or to look into certain situations, to be at certain places for a reason, and it's for our highest good. It's not always for the other person. Sometimes it can be to help other people, but there's a level of guidance here where Spirit's going, you're looking at so-and-so, you want to talk to them for a reason. There's a significant reason here. It's not what you think. It's not going to unfold in the way you think it is. The unexpected. And friggin' love. Love comes in many forms. I just want to say that too. Like, you can love your best friend, family, and, you know, it could be romantic love, but love and freedom. Resilience. Somebody is very resistant to love, to accept, to opening the heart. And that could be part of the importance of this friendship, not to open up to love between the two of you. I mean, that's always a possibility depending on who this is and what the situation is, but it's more along the lines of learning how to be open and receptive to that energy. It's not just between people. Your love is unexpected. So the way you treated this person, showing kindness, compassion, whatever, being there for them, the level of guidance that was provided, even in the past, even if it was minute, it's like your love was unexpected with them. Like, what? Yeah, because they've gone through a lot. They're suffering here. They've probably suffered a lot when it comes to matters of the heart, you know, experiencing loss. It could be literal passing of someone or someone's, maybe multiple people. It's almost like everyone that I love goes away. They either leave or hurt me or die. And I don't want to be open to that, you know? So this person is, they push away positive energies, positive people, because it's too difficult to face that side of themselves, is what it feels like. And that's not, I don't want to say that's coming from a weak place or anything, because I don't feel like this person's weak. They're way more powerful than they give themselves credit for, that's for sure. And when we go through that level of suffering and deal with all that crap, it does make us stronger. It hardens us. But the true strength comes from when we can kind of re-soften and be more open and allow for these opportunities and chances and stuff to occur. Because that saying, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, yes, but in some cases it hardens a person to the point where they wall off. That happens a lot. True strength is where you still let the love in. when you can still be loving and accept it in any form, no matter what you've gone through. And a lot of you are in that energy where it's like, I've lost people, I've dealt with this and that, and some people might look at my life as like, how the hell did you pull through, blah, 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 whatever, whatever it was, whether it happened one time, many times, whatever. How can you be so kind? How can you be so loving when you've dealt with all of that? It's called growth, it's called healing. Someone definitely needs to heal because they don't really see that within themselves. But that could be where the epiphany is here as well. Like, through you or through another person, someone seeing that it's possible to overcome tragedy, loss, problems, pain. Yeah. Someone's being guided to heal, and they might be being guided to heal through you in a sense. Just through your own experiences. Because sometimes we can trigger that within other people, and then they get thinking about themselves and go, it's time I let this go, or it's time I release or face or whatever, So someone is kind of in that stage right now, and they might want to talk to you about this. There is a significance with fire, so there could be a fire sign involved here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, not necessarily, or, just a campfire, a bonfire, fireplace, firefighter, fire, something to do with fire, or fireworks, but fire is what I'm seeing, just the word fire. But the Phoenix energy is all about that too, And in the first fire of the year, 2025, just saying, at my house, I took a picture, I posted on here. The flames looked like a phoenix. It's friggin' crazy. So there is change afoot, and it's beautiful change. It's well deserved. It's like burning down all the past versions of yourself, the past bullshit, and being reborn. Someone's receiving guidance online is what it feels like. But it's also being guided to end a pain. A painful situation, a crappy outlook. Because look, in this card, it looks like he's admiring her because he's at her feet. And, she's basking in the water, just kind of like, oh, this is wonderful. Like, look at what life offers me. Whether it's the end or the beginning, because when one thing ends, something else will begin. There's always something new out there because life just keeps going, So whatever this situation was, it was not the end of the world for you. It might have felt that way for somebody else, though. But he's like touching her heel and her knee, just kind of observing. Like, how are you so relaxed? Because he doesn't look relaxed. He's not even fully in the water. He's sitting on the edge of this tub thing. Like, how did you get through this? What's that? I don't know. I feel like there's a mystery in here. But it feels like showing someone how to just chill, how to release, how to relax, how to let go and go with the flow. Because that's over guidance. So someone might be watching how you do things and learning through that process and reflecting. I think I need to eat. My stomach's growling, just saying. I'm hungry. 2 of Wands with the unexpected. This reconnection's unexpected, probably for both parties, even if you're intuitive. Could be a Virgo involved. We have the Hermit here, but there's hidden passion as well with that. But this is like breaking bread. I just feel like the intensity of whatever this was once upon a time was too much for someone. It was very unexpected. But the unexpectedness now coming up feels like a reconnect. Like, oh, you'll talk to me? that was unexpected. That kind of thing. Because that feels very simple, very basic. Which, if someone's having a hard time deciding what they want to say, what they want to do, starting off very small is a good idea, you know? Someone's trying to figure you out, figure this out. And then, what is that? The Knave of Wands and the Nine of Chalices. They're both reversed. Yeah, a friendship ended because of love. And I don't feel like it's because of third party. I mean, there could have been interference in here, but it feels like because feelings got involved. This situation ended because feelings got involved. Because you're not friends with this person anymore. You're not talking to them anymore. And that doesn't make you feel very good. Or it doesn't make them feel very good. There's flirting energy in here too. So I don't know if that was part of the problem between the two of you, or if someone was just flirting with other people and was upsetting someone who had feelings for another person, you know? But regardless, this is, like, we're not talking, and I'm not happy that we're not talking. I want to talk. That's what this feels like. Alright. Someone could just be suffering in silence here. Queen of Cups. I'll take them all. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. The Five of Wands. Conflict, disagreements, Three of Wands. I'm just waiting for a problem. Yeah, somebody's kind of pessimistic. Somebody might have been waiting for a problem with a Queen of Cups, or the Queen of Cups was just waiting for this. Like, I was just waiting for this bullshit to unfold. But there's a problem around. I feel like I'm suffering in silence. I don't know why, I just do. Sometimes people can misjudge situations and people as well. It happens all the time. Like, when people of the opposite sex are friends, you know, people always assume, oh, you're dating. Oh, you're effing them, whatever. Even if that's not the case. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's true, but she's embracing him. Like, this is nurturing. This isn't like a passionate whatever. It's just like, I'm here for you. I got your back, you know, I got you. The friendly energy. And someone could have viewed that as though you being invested in this friendship and this person as love. You know, like you're sleeping with so and so, you want them, not me, or whatever it would be. It just, if this guy seems kind of, because he has passion for someone in this energy. So there's a person external to the situation that had the hots for one of you, and they were looking at the situation as though you're out there doing that with so and so, when in fact it wasn't that. It was just camaraderie, being supportive of somebody. That could be why there's this waiting energy, but I've been waiting for you to come back around. I don't feel like any of you have been waiting for this person specifically, but maybe you just always had a feeling. You always knew that something was going to circle back around. Because this always reminds me of soldier on leave energy, where it's like you're so excited to talk to somebody, to see them. It's been such a long time kind of thing. Someone might have saw that as being a problem, an external person, or they will. Yeah, because there's two masculine energies here. It's funny though, because the one who's in this like conflicted energy, who might have caused problems or disagreed with something, is completely clothed, like hidden, the mask, hiding their passion, because he's got that burning stick in his hand. It's on fire. So it's like, if I can't have you, can't have this, I'm gonna torch it all to shit. It's what it feels like with that person. But the other person that the Queen of Cups is embracing has his shirt off but still has his pants on. So it's being open, and receptive to the energy, to the connection, to the situation, partially. But it's not in a passionate sexual way. It's in a loving, embracing way. Like, I'm going to embrace this. I want to embrace this. It just seems more, it's intimate, but not in the passionate kind of way. But the person who is conflicted and problematic, that's all they're feeling is passion and anger over this situation. Yeah, because they're afraid of somebody moving on out of nowhere suddenly. But I don't feel like you're even in love or dealing with whoever this conflicted person is, this problematic person. They're just outside of this, so they could be like a secret admirer or something. Maybe you're aware that they like you and you don't like them, kind of shit. There's jealousy here, basically. And that could have created a problem. An unnecessary problem, too, because I kind of feel like there really wasn't anything going on here. Like, anything to be jealous of, but if you're not dating someone, you're not with them, even if they have feelings for you, they really have no leg to stand on, you know what I'm saying? But some people are entitled and think that they do. I feel like there was a problem like that in this situation from someone who shouldn't have been causing fucking problems in the first place. Because whatever this is wasn't a problem. I don't know, just jealousy. That's what I feel with this, but that's what I have for you. So I kind of feel like someone wants to talk, basically. Someone wants to reconnect. So you might get a message from them, you might hear from them, but this is like totally platonic. There is a very significant message in here. Like, this person wants to say something specific. It feels very significant. I don't know. It's important. Whatever this is, it's very important to this person. And it probably will be important to you as well. But this goes beyond love and romance and stuff. It's something separate. It's something separate from that. Even if those feelings are buried in there somewhere. You know what I mean? It's something to do with media. Online media. This could be some type of online project that somebody wants to collaborate with you with, on whatever. And there's fake mutual friends, and it doesn't feel like somebody catfishing, pretending to be a mutual friend of yours. It feels like there are mutual people between you and this person that are phony balonies. They're not your friend, they're not their friend, they are a problem. And that could have also been part of the problem here as well. It's like trying to weed out problematic people. There's a significance with somebody unfriending you as well, or you unfriending them. But it doesn't feel like the mutual parties. I mean, that might not be a problem anymore. I mean, if you're not talking to this person, it really isn't a problem anymore. But you could have got rid of them too, whether you knew about it or not. Yeah. Somebody wants to get back to nature, or they like being out in nature. Nature hikes, walks, fishing, things like that. Because I did mention that up here, because this little thing is fishing. Looking like they're trying to tempt this person. And she's just like, I don't want what you have to offer, I caught a bigger fish. I don't want your puny little fucking fish. Take your peanuts and shove them up your ass. That's what it looks like. It's like, why would I want that when I have this already? Why am I seeing it that way? Huh. Whatever that means to you, but I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.